After joining YouTube in 2008 at only 19 years old, Shane gained popularity amongst the community. He had a seemingly successful career that spanned over 10 years. Then the king of YouTube was literally wiped off the face of the platform. We thought that Shane Dawson was done for good, but it looks like it's impossible to get rid of some of the OG YouTubers. Did he just make a comeback? Stick around to find out more and what people think about Shane Dawson making a comeback. Just a couple of months ago, the launch of Dawson and Jeffree Star's conspiracy palette crashed the Morph and Beauty Bay platforms because so many people were trying to buy it at once. The YouTube superstars were doing meet and greets with thousands of screaming fans at Morph stores, and the whole venture was allegedly going to earn Dawson $10 million. In a rather sad turn of events several months later, most people don't want anything to do with both Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. For Shane Dawson, things started going downhill when videos of Shane wearing blackface, using racial slurs, mocking disabled people, and even joking about pedophilia went viral online. Well, people complained about the videos for over a decade, but in 2020, everything just blew up. If you need a refresher, since most of the videos are currently not available online, well, here's the breakdown. Many years ago, Dawson posted a video where he sees a promotional picture of Willow Smith for her debut single, Whip Your Hair Back and Forth. In this video, he pretends to masturbate while reciting the title lyrics and looking at the poster. If you don't remember how old Willow was when she recorded her first single, she was 11. Back then, the video received a lot of backlash, and the same thing happened when the video resurfaced with Jada Pinkett and Jaden Smith weighing in on the matter. They both expressed their disgust and said that they had had enough of Shane Dawson. In another clip which circulated on Twitter, Shane started a segment where he showed a montage of photos of his fans wearing his shirts, a fairly normal thing to do and a way to thank fans for support. Except he started the montage by calling the girls, all of who were clearly tweens and teens, hot sexy bitches. And then, between groans, he said, "If iJustine wasn't watching, I would rape all of you." In another clip on Twitter, Dawson appeared to have found one of his fans on Omegle, a site where you're randomly assigned to a video chat partner. While the girl freaked out over stumbling upon what one can assume is one of her favorite YouTubers, Dawson repeatedly asked the girl to twerk. The girl was so excited, though, she couldn't hear him. Eventually, he typed the command in so she could read it, and the girl immediately turns around and began to shake her bum. There was also a former fan of Shane Dawson who came out with her story of how she kissed Shane when she was a young kid when she met him. The fan, Abby, on Twitter, explained the events leading to her kiss with Shane Dawson. Abby was only 12 years old at the time when they were at a meet and greet. She said that Shane made it feel normal and okay for her to ask him for a kiss. After the video was recorded, Shane even asked her for it. She also stated that she was suffering from dark thoughts and used Shane Dawson as an escape. But he used that to take advantage of her when she was underage. To set the record straight, she said that her dad was not recording the video as he wasn't even there. Her mom did attend the event where the interaction happened with Shane Dawson, but she wasn't next to her when it happened. Another gross video clip showed Shane and his ex-girlfriend Lisa Schwartz making extremely disgusting jokes about sex with his 12-year-old female cousin in an attempt to teach her about the birds and the bees. Shane even went so far as to joke about the death of Trayvon Martin, a black teenager who was shot by a neighborhood volunteer who claimed self-defense. There was also videos of Shane Dawson acting inappropriately towards animals. In a now-deleted 2015 podcast, the popular conspiracy theorist, comedian, and author gave graphic details about how he ejaculated on his cat. Dawson said he was 19 and it was his first sexual experience and a graphic description of the act, which we will not show. After the video resurfaced, Jane said that it was just a joke. The final nail in the coffin was when Dawson posted a lengthy statement about the YouTube beauty community slamming dramatic gurus and saying James Charles needed to be served a slice of humble pie when he lost 3 million subscribers last year. People within the community started accusing Dawson of using the beauty world as a cash grab. The situation escalated to Dawson being called out by Hollywood royalty, being the subject of an explosive takedown video by Tati Westbrook, where she claimed he and Star gaslit and manipulated her into posting the video that caused Charles's demise, Bye Sister, in May 2019, as a means of publicity for their upcoming collaboration. As much as Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson have denied links to the James Charles drama, people have spoken up about their involvement. The first to open up on Jeffree's involvement in the attempted James Charles expose has been Cameron Lester, a former model who worked with Star on past projects. On Instagram Live, Lester spoke on occasions that he claims saw Star asking him if he liked James Charles and afterwards told to keep quiet publicly about any interaction with Star on the matter. Dawson later shared his reaction to Westbrook's video in an Instagram Live, calling her manipulative and accused her of fake crying. His fiancée, YouTuber Rylan Adams, also addressed Westbrook's claims on Twitter, calling the video a masterclass in manipulation. In several apology videos scattered throughout his career, Dawson has apologized for his past and said he no longer recognizes the person in the old clips that periodically resurface. Regardless, the former king of YouTube lost over 1 million subscribers in just 2 weeks when news broke of his offensive past. Then more consequences followed. On June 30th, YouTube confirmed to Insider that Dawson's 3 channels had been demonetized due to past content's violation of community guidelines, adding that the platform may also end partnerships with creators who have behaved in ways that negatively impact the YouTube community. Several retailers also cut ties with Dawson. Target removed his 2 books from their shelves, citing the company's commitment to creating an experience in which all guests feel welcomed and respected. Morph also said it would no longer sell Dawson's makeup products. In a twist of events, hundreds of Shane Dawson's videos reappeared on his channels just weeks after the YouTube star removed several billion views worth of content from his primary channel, Shane, and his archive channel, Shane Dawson TV. He also updated his profile picture on the platform, leading some subscribers to believe that he's staging a comeback following the fall from grace in June. However, that was not the case. He has been absent from the internet ever since July, although Adams and his sister, Morgan Adams, have addressed their association with him in separate videos. Shane's last video, Taking Accountability, addressed the issues of him making racist jokes in his past. Shane also talked about how he had made some jokes about pedophilia, and he wanted to take accountability for everything he did and wanted to properly apologize for it. And he also apologized directly to James Charles. Well, it looks like Shane Dawson is back. Shane made a quiet return to his YouTube home in a video posted by his fiancée, Ryland Adams. Ryland redesigned his and Dawson's bedroom in an attempt to get his partner, who is notorious for staying up all night, to spend time in their bedroom. Dawson appeared in the video right from the beginning, talking about his hair, lockdown, and his fear of the nighttime, while Adams discussed his plans for redecorating the room. A caption at the beginning of the clip noted that the recording was from June 15th, weeks before Dawson apologized for his past content that included racial slurs, dressing in blackface, and making sexual jokes about children. In Shane Dawson's first YouTube appearance since the public reckoning over his resurfaced racist content, the platform's A-lister claimed that YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki gave him a personalized mini-fridge. The video then cut to a photo of Dawson and Wojcicki drinking root beer together, which appeared to be taken when the CEO visited Dawson in April 2019. Some thought it was too soon for Dawson to reappear because people were still reeling from the Carmageddon over the summer. Others thought this was Dawson dipping his toe into the YouTube and testing the water to see how people would respond. Dawson's fans, of which there are still over 20 million, shared words of support and said how pleased they were to see his face. Trisha Paytas, who has been siding with Shane Dawson all this time, also cemented her support. Not just on his birthday, but Trisha Paytas has been publicly showing support for him during all of Shane Dawson's troubles. Back in July, she said that while she didn't condone his behavior, all of it had been before she'd become friends with him. When people were coming after him for blackface videos and pedophilic jokes, she wanted everyone to also acknowledge David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad's old problematic content. She was even publicly calling out Tati Westbrook after she made an expose video on Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. In a recent clip titled "The Internet Sucks Without Shane Dawson, Big Rant," Trisha dived into an expletive-laden rant saying that while she agreed he should be held accountable, she didn't think he deserved to be canceled. The rant also saw Trisha call out Jada Pinkett Smith, saying, "Jada Pinkett Smith? Really? How about worry about your daughter being naked in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend on the internet? How about worry about your cheating husband sleeping with my male dancers when they didn't want to?" Jeffree Star, who has been part of Shane's drama, released a video, "Doing the Right Thing." It was in response to Tati Westbrook's video, Breaking My Silence, in which she says Jeffree and Shane lied to her and manipulated her to make a video against James Charles. Jeffree Star addressed the whole situation and shared his side of the story. In it, he also mentioned that he never left Shane Dawson and they're still friends. That was a surprise for many since Star was silent on social media for quite a while. Star said that he condemns the problematic things Shane said and did years ago, but he claimed that the Shane he knows now is completely different and he still stands by him. Well, people are still not supporting Jeffree Star, but he returned to YouTube and is continuing to work on Jeffree Star Cosmetics. He launched a new makeup collection, got a new boyfriend, and is living his best life. Star keeps getting hate comments in his comment section, but he's ignoring all of that and focusing on his career. A few days ago, Shane Dawson made another move, seemingly implying that he is coming back. He sent out an email to people subscribed to his mailing list announcing a brand new line of hoodies made by Jeffree Star's Killer Merch Company, featuring the phrase "spiraling since 1988" on them. Fans were quick to criticize Shane for working on new merch without addressing his controversies. Remember, Dawson also created a pig-themed line of merchandise alongside Star in their popular 2019 YouTube documentary series. And new white pig backpacks and white iridescent pig tumblers are being added to the online storefront. In response, one person tweeted, "It's so uncomfortable that Shane Dawson is releasing new merch while he's been MIA. It's just weird knowing he hasn't said anything since June and still comes out with new stuff." Another person wrote, "I got an email of Shane Dawson's new merch. Why would he launch new merch when he hasn't been on any platform addressing everything people have said about him? Who's still supporting this man? Why would they launch new merch?" Others were demanding that he should just walk into a police station and turn himself in. We believe that he's slowly making his way back to YouTube, but we don't know whether people will be so welcoming. What do you think? Is it time for him to make a comeback? Sound off in the comments section below. This has been Riveted, and we publish amazing videos daily.